Welcome to BBC Podcast, Tapping In with Tunchi again. Got another after-hour show with some lovely ladies. Run the intro, hand it over to JP.
Oh, baby, you so juicy. Juicy, yeah, yeah. Do you mind if I slide? You like the way I work you out. I don't mind if you tease me now. My lady, you deserve a crown now. I like it when you take it to the ground. Do your dance, mommy. Yes. Honey, I like the way you work for me. The way you move your ass got me going down. You got it, girl, you got it.
Everybody make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out the merch. Let's introduce our lovely ladies tonight. So let me get your age, where you live, dating status.
38. I live in San Bernardino, and I'm single.
I'm 40 from Chino Hills. Oh, Vanessa, and single.
Oh yeah, I didn't catch names. Melanie too.
She's like, no, we need to know my name.
I'm like,
And once again, you already know who we got.
Trigger.
How long has everybody been single?
oh my God. Okay, so no, because I was dating someone, but it was never official. So
Situationship.
So were you dating him?
well, it was like new, so it wasn't that long.
It was in the beginning stages.
Yeah, it was still in the
Is it
still in the early stages.
confirmed though?
No, it was never. What?
He was still going through the interview.
Yeah, he was still going through the process.
So, but you called it dating somebody, so you were dating him. But if he claimed you, would he claim you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
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 Kind of hesitating.
Yeah, he would, he would claim me, but I feel like it was like a trial run because he was coming back around. So it was like a second chance kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So y'all was rekindling.
He tried, yeah. Didn't work out.
So yeah, it
So
sounded like a fail.
it
Okay.
was failure.
So how long?
What? 3 months?
So you've been single for 3 months?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
before then?
Before then, it was like maybe a year.
Okay.
How about yourself?
So about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
What happened?
He's crazy.
How long were you together?
Crazy. Like a year
What?
and a half.
And it took you a year and a half to figure out he's crazy.
No, I knew he was a crazy like 4 months in, but
You stuck around
So
with
is it
that
part
part.
of,
yeah.
it's part of your toxic trait to like crazy? Is that what it is?
No, it's not liking crazy.
Her favorite
it's
color
that-
is red, and she likes flags.
Oh.
I like the trim pink. He gave me a potential of what he could be. So the potential guy,
So he clickbaited your ass.
yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna even
Got him.
beat. Yep.
So why didn't you run then though?
I did for a little bit, but then came back. It was off and on for like a good year and a half.
Oh, okay. Were you seeing other guys in between?
I went on dates. I wasn't seeing anybody.
So what made you stay with him or keep going back?
The potential I was sticking on to.
That
Those are
if
lit-
he changed. type
If he
shit.
changed, yeah. I think I
So
had
what
an
were-
issue with changing.
Was that the only thing keeping you around? The hope of
Yeah,
him
because he was
changing?
really good on paper.
But in real life, it was.
In real life, it was
like
it was a
Gotcha,
trap.
bitch.
Yeah.
Do you think the challenge of trying to get him to change was like the
Yeah, that's my toxic trait.
okay.
Yeah.
You like to try to change
I
somebody?
like to try to change them for the better, what they can be. Not
Better
like
for you or better for the world?
No, for him. No, and the
him.
world. And the world.
For him.
Because if he was better for himself and the world,
But what if he thinks he's already the best man he could be?
No.
I feel like we all have some growth that we can always work on and do
Every
better
day
with.
somebody can learn something.
Yeah,
That's for
of
sure.
course.
I mean, I was married for 14 years. So I've been divorced for 7, 8 years now.
Who initiated?
I left. I left pregnant. My 7-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many kids did you already have before?
I had 2 already.
2 already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What ended that relationship? What made you leave?
He promised to change.
he promised to change for 14 years.
Damn, man, you spilling the juice for everybody. Shit. Damn.
He already knows me. We had a good conversation.
Actually, the cold part is he just said a guideline. That's all it really is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha, bitch.
Dang.
Yeah, they just get me. No, it was good till it wasn't. We had a lot
usually how
of
it happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law moved in. That whole thing happened. So it was 2 women trying to be the
Mother
woman.
for him.
Yeah, it's his mom. Yeah. So
Makes sense. But with growth comes accountability. If we were to get a hold of your ex and ask him what is two bad traits that you had that you never repaired before the breakup, and you guys broke off with the bad traits, what two traits would he say?
What you looking at her for?
Well, because we're best friends, so first of all,
we know each other's life.
we know a lot.
We read each other's books.
Yes, and each chapter, so in detail. But two traits of mine that kind of, what was the question again? Like
That he would say that was like a red flag, pretty much.
That you didn't change.
Yeah, you didn't change. You left the relationship with it.
maybe being a little too friendly.
Define
People.
that. Give us an example. You hanging out with his friends.
Friendly, or is he just jealous?
He was jealous. He was very jealous. I brought him around my circle of friends that, we go out with or we network with and stuff like that. And it does contain like going out to clubs and, just networking a lot too. But we also have like DJ friends. And so we're in that scene. I brought him along kind of early on. Again, it was like his second chance around. So I'm like, okay, let's do things a little different. Let me be more open and, welcoming. And I did that, and it kind of bit me in the butt because it was like.
How so? If you let him know, like, hey, this is your second time coming around. This is how I'm living right now. So how did it bite you in the butt?
He
being
knew.
yourself?
He knew. He would.
But how did it bite you in the butt if you're just being yourself? You're letting him know, like, hey, this is how I'm living.
Because.
Were you trying to hide something?
No. I was very open with him about a lot of things, and I think it was just his own insecurities. He wasn't ready. He tried to convince himself because now he knows my lifestyle and what I'm doing. I let it all be known in the beginning. This is my schedule. This is what I do. Blah blah blah. So I think I gave him all the information to kind of run with and familiarize himself with me and come around my people. So.
He couldn't handle it when he actually seen it.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, and that's what it was.
So it's just being friendly. So being friendly to men, basically.
No,
No way. Somebody could bother a guy to be too friendly with a woman.
Maybe for him, yeah. But I mean, I wasn't just friendly with guys. I mean, I had girls that were there.
Yeah, but that's not going to bother the guy.
Right, exactly. So but again, I would introduce him to everyone, and I let him know this is so and so here,
It did low key bother him too because our relationship. He always
he did. He would always compare us. Like he'd be like, oh well, you won't drive all the way to me, but you'll drive to Chino Hills to Vanessa, and it's like that's my best friend. This is my schedule before you even came around, And I want to hang out with you and stuff, but if you're not gonna plan something, I'm gonna figure it out myself, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. Yeah. So if you're coming half-ass, I'm just.
But you couldn't have flexed a little bit to kind of meet him halfway a little bit? Obviously not change, but just flex.
I mean, I feel like I did. I feel like I gave in a little more than, what I
how so?
was
Give me an example. What did you change a little bit?
Vegas? Yeah, you allowed him to come with us. Oh, so we had a weekend.
I don't know about that. I'm just kind of
jealous.
We had plans to go to Vegas for a football game because both of our teams were playing. So I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "Oh, I want to go. How much are the tickets?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. We were gifted the tickets from a friend that was giving his up. So we had our own tickets. We were taken care of, and we've had it all situated." And he from hearing my story, and he was like, "Oh, well, I want to go." And I was like, "Oh,
so he kind
okay."
of forced
so he kind of invited
himself
to an invite.
Yeah, and I let him, and it was like it shouldn't have happened. Like I should have just been like, no.
So he third wheeled it with you guys?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't do that. Yeah.
But it was all bad. Like it was the worst weekend.
That does sound
ever.
insecure.
Yeah, very. So I let it happen. So I didn't make it a thing, which it made me feel very uncomfortable. But I was like, you know what? This is someone that I'm supposed to be dating. Like, let me give in a little bit, and that's how I feel like I gave in a lot, and it just bit me in the butt.
Did he know it was a guy that gave you the tickets?
I think I did tell him. Yeah, I think I told him.
Some people,
Yeah, that shit. That shit matters.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. If he's a jealous person and he knows a guy gave her those tickets, he's gonna want to go because he's gonna be thinking, "Damn, that nigga's gonna he's in Vegas. They're gonna go see him."
But it wasn't.
Then why be with the person if you feel that way?
I don't know, nigga. I'm just saying he's jealous. That's what he was doing.
I feel
I'm
like,
not saying.
I feel like he was trying to convince himself a lot more that he was okay with the situation and my like what I was doing in that moment. Like at him coming around into my lifestyle now. I feel like he was trying to make it comfortable for him. He was talking about it a lot and he would throw it out in conversations. Every time we would talk about, what about us, and he would be like, yeah, no, I'm fine with you, going out and stuff like that. Just let me know. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll let you know. And then it's like, I'm not going to be on my phone the whole time I'm out with my best friend or I'm out with friends. I'm not that person. Like, I'll let you know I'm there. I'll let you know when I get home. But you want me to text you every 5 minutes, and that's not.
I can see.
That's not okay for me.
Would you be all right with him going to Vegas with his friend and you staying home?
Yeah, I would have no problem. Again, respect. If you let me know, that's fine. I have no issue.
Yeah.
It's communication, and it has to be reciprocated.
He was just insecure and jealous.
Basically.
What's the second trait?
Oh, golly, I got lost in that one.
It's all good. It's all good for content.
Let me see.
It's kind of like the same thing because when I first met my ex, literally the night I met him, I let him know like, hey, I do a lot of nightlife. I'm in this scene. I do a lot of this. I have a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of girlfriends. Everywhere we go, we're going to run into somebody that I know. So like, just so you know, like I laid it all down day one, and like he was cool with it until he wasn't cool with it.
Yeah, until he's seen it.
Yeah, I guess that's what it. But I invited him
because in the beginning he was like, "Oh, I'm that nigga." Until he got around the niggas you be with, and they're like, "Oh shit, they doing bigger than me." Damn.
Could be.
Yeah, but they really weren't though. He like I said, he was very well on paper. Like he made really great money, and he like did everything that he was supposed to do.
Funny thing is, that's the second time I heard this shit. I was watching some podcast earlier, and some girl said this shit. I was like, "On paper, what the fuck?"
It's a checklist.
On paper.
It's a whole ass movie that they came out with about it.
crazy.
He's good on paper, but he's a horrible human being.
Wow.
So both of you guys same thing, but I need two. Come on, take some
She tried to-
accountability.
she tried to
Just
sneak
trying
out
to
the
say
second
something. You know something wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
We were just talking about accountability now.
I know. I feel like I'm very honest though, like a little too honest. But I mean, that's just me, and I feel like because I was so honest with a lot of things with him, it just.
What, you told them other guys look good or something? Like,
No, not like
not that
Nah,
honest, huh?
no.
Not that
honest.
honest.
Like if he would ask me something, I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. Like if we're gonna do this, like we have to go all in. I just feel like I don't know.
People say they want the truth, but
They can't handle it. Sometimes.
So I tell people, don't ask a question if you ain't ready for the
That
answer.
part, yes.
fault too, and it's like, why ask?
Yeah. Don't ask what you don't want to know. You'll figure it out eventually, and
Don't
it'll
go looking
all
for the
come
shit
out,
if you don't want to find
and
it.
it'll
All that,
all come
everything.
out in the
man.
light. Like everything in the dark always comes out to light.
Yeah.
So real quick, the nightlife, does it work for you guys when it comes to dating, or you guys just don't give a shit?
Like if I'm trying to find someone in that scene.
No,
or
not in
like-
that scene. I'm just talking about like the way you live in your
Oh.
lifestyle. Does it make it difficult to date?
Well, this was my first, I guess, relationship.
Wilder.
Being in this nightlife scene. So, I would say it didn't work. But I feel like there was other things that on his end that played a bigger part than just me being in the nightlife. Because he saw me in my realm, and I wasn't doing anything like
So
out of the ordinary,
But that's how they met.
But yeah, that's how we met. And then, but he would make a comment like about, oh, certain so and so likes you, huh? Like, I see how he's looking at you, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what he said. Like it goes back to the insecurity, but
yeah,
Also, if you have a pretty woman, I want people to look at my girl.
Be
Like,
confident,
my
you know what I mean?
it's a chip. It's a chip.
If
And
you
then-
insecure, you can't handle that though.
And then if I'm bringing you around and I'm introducing you to my friends, and this is this table that we're at, and we're sitting there, don't be isolated. Talk, communicate with people, make small talk. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm not gonna be all up on you. Like if I'm socialize with me.
Yeah,
Because that looks bad on you.
Yeah, and it makes it like I was
Eventually
just
they're gonna
talking
be
to
like,
her.
"Hey, don't bring that dude around no more."
Then I can't be
He's
myself.
killing the vibe. He's killing the movie.
Yeah, and I
like-
can't be myself because you want me to be all up under you, and that's not me.
So in short, would you like pack it down and say you would recommend for guys that, hey, like women that are in this lifestyle, if you're insecure, then like don't try to wife them. Basically,
yeah, you can't. It's not gonna work. You have to come confident, understand what you're getting yourself into. And
or is it just better just to have fun with women that are in the nightlife?
I mean, I'm a lover girl. I love being in a relationship. So when I met my ex, I did calm down a lot because I was doing a lot of. I don't want to talk about too much because me and my business partner fell out, but we had like a thing going on in a lot of clubs and bars. So I was at the bars making sure the girls were doing what they were doing. Yeah. So I would just go and like make sure like everything was cool. Yeah. And before I would go when they got there and I would stay the whole time they were there and I'll be watching them. But when I was with my dude, I kicked back a lot, and I would just like go make sure that they're all set up and good, and then
chill with him.
And be most of the time no, because he worked so much, and I would just be at home wait for him to come home.
From a guy's perspective, dating a bartender, you gotta be built different.
Yeah,
because you're gonna mess up their money if you act weird.
Yeah,
right.
And that's coming to my house. So I used to sit there and just act.
Like I mean, obviously, you're gonna pay attention to like moves and stuff like that.
Also, I wouldn't choose that person if I felt there that way.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta know. Like I said, you gotta just know what you're getting yourself into. You know, come confident. Come like a little bit more secure.
Some people really think they him, but then when he gets turned up.
Yeah,
I think that the real world is to understand that like everyone competes. Men and women compete, whether they say I'm not competing or not. Like,
of course.
Everyone wants to look their best because you want to feel comfortable in a space with other people that are feeling their best as well.
After you've been chosen, though.
No.
Yeah.
There's nothing to compete.
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah. Okay, Louis, I got a question.
Okay,
I'll roll with it. I got a question. So, who is more likely to continue to do a good job at work? Somebody that's hired temporarily, and we let you know that as you keep on working and you do better, we'll figure out on how to hire you. Or somebody I give a permanent contract to, and I tell you, hey, you're probably good for like 5 years here. I got a label for you. Here's your salary, here's your money. Who's gonna work harder?
Probably the temp.
Yeah, the tempo.
Somebody that knows that their position is not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's who's gonna work harder.
With the potential of getting hired full time.
That's who's gonna.
Because there's still room.
Yeah, no, but that's the fact that I give you a label artist. Shit, she doesn't have to work as hard. She's my girl, so it's like the girl that's temp. That's like still you have. Like you still have more to work to. Like there's other girls out here that could work as hard as you.
You can't get comfortable. You have to stay on your toes.
You have to, stay on your toes all the time.
It's still a competition
because there's still people out there that can grab. If my man that I'm dating and he's so easily swayed, then that's an issue too. Yeah. But you don't know until it happens or
but
you're
even
approached
work
to that.
too, like how you worded it, the temp and then like the hard worker of the salary. Like I worked salaried before too, but I've always worked my ass off.
Yeah, I get you, but
so
you know that
there's not a lot of people that are like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's rare. Yeah. But can you ladies describe personality wise, not how she looks? Describe what is the personality of a woman that's wifey material.
One that listens and hears and sits and listens.
I'm surprised most women would actually be like, what?
Understanding,
I ain't no slave.
I think, because you can listen, but you have to be understanding as well and compromise. You have to work with each other.
Yeah, work with each other, because most of the time nowadays it's like only one person's working.
Yeah.
And it's usually the one that it's getting asked of and not for.
And how rare do you think that female is?
She's very rare.
Nowadays? Yeah.
So nowadays, you think like when people go through like arguments and breakups, you think people don't fight enough to keep what they have? Like
to keep what they have? No,
But
I
why
feel
is
like
that,
they don't fight to keep because they feel like they can get another. They feel like they can replace that person.
Everyone has. You feel like you can replace that person, right? But why is it so quickly that they can replace that person? Though?
Because people don't want to argue anymore. People are fed up of fighting, and they just don't want to fight for what they have.
But I'll tell you real quick, it's what everybody feels what they have in their phone. That message that came in 2 weeks ago, that like, that button, that person that you found, that person that's still in the DM in that box is like, you know what? I remember
I
that
gotta
person.
deal with this shit.
I
got 10 motherfuckers in my DM right now that's ready to replace your ass. So
it's that easy access.
It's not always green on the other side.
No, it's not. But people think that. That's why that's why people have a shorter fuse on tolerating with a lot of people's shit.
I gotta deal with this shit. I'm out.
They can always feel like there's something more. Like we watched like the actual dating shows, and a girl holds on to qualify at the last minute, and there's 3 more guys that can come out, and a guy comes up and say like, "So we're gonna match or we're gonna go?" And she goes, "Hey, you know what? Like I kind of want to see what's like still coming out." Even though he qualified, he was like there and stacked all up and everything. But
Checked off damn near
Yeah.
all of her boxes, but she was
But-
still.
yeah.
Still
But
want to
matter
see
of
the
fact,
other, whatever else is out there.
for you ladies, common thing that they say all the time, like just help the guys understand what would be missing. There's a man so pretty much there's a man that qualifies in height, say he's at least 6 feet, at least. He's funny, he can make you guys laugh, he has good personality, it's cool, and he has a decent income. What are 2 qualities that he's missing to qualify for you?
So he has a height. He has the
He has the height,
personality.
he make you laugh, and he has a decent income.
What's missing?
What's missing?
2 traits.
Loyalty and communication.
Okay. All right.
Maybe emotional vulnerability.
Okay. I noticed you ladies didn't say nothing about looks, so he could be ugly.
So
Looks can change. But so I think we had this conversation. I was like, we did a Q&A on our Instagram one time, and it was one of the questions was like, what was it? What do you look for in a guy or something something like that? And I was like, it's looks get me, but personality keeps me. So it's like, how are you as a person?
I like that.
Yeah, but you're not going to give the ugly guy your number hoping he has a good personality.
This is true. That's why I'm just shocked that you guys didn't even say nothing about looks, because you know you
I
guys
love-
wouldn't
I
even
love when they say
acknowledge
that,
them.
'cause
like, you wouldn't even acknowledge
No
them.
matter what, it's looks first. Because
Yeah.
if you're not attracted to the person, you're not going to give him the time of day. You might say hi, whatever, entertain it, whatever the fuck, but you're not going to actually give him the time.
Occasion that they surprise you with their
Yeah.
personality, but that really happens.
Yeah.
That's fair. Because you wouldn't even give him time of day for him to even let you know what his personality is.
or I wouldn't even give him to know if what kind of income he's having
Yeah,
either.
basically. That's why I named those traits, because it's stuff that you would have to actually get to know the person first.
Yeah.
I gave my number some very questionable people. So
On purpose?
Same.
Yeah. Knowingly,
But
you
I
know.
feel like I don't really have. I have a type, but I don't. If it makes sense, you know what I mean.
Make it make sense.
Like I don't
understand.
have just one thing. Like, and he doesn't have to be 6 foot, Hispanic, or you know what I mean. It's just like for me. It's,
Do you guys date all your race? Or?
yeah. But I mean, I've dated some questionable guys, and but it was just like how they are as a person. I think for me, for sure, personality. Like you're fun, you're funny, great. It gets my attention. Looks is even better, but
it's the cherry on top.
yeah, it's like how do you treat people?
But
How
you
are
start
you-
off with that cherry
how are-
because, like I
yeah.
said, if he wasn't cute, if you didn't think he was cute, you wouldn't have gave him the time of day.
So put it this way, for you two, can an ugly man get you in bed?
In bed?
Just an ugly
I
guy.
think that
Yeah.
He can
like-
be everything else that you named, but he's ugly. Can he get you in bed?
It takes them months being in the
What, being a sucker in the friend zone?
being that coworker or something.
Yeah.
The work husband.
When she's just when she's bored and then yeah, right.
Oh.
This guy flaked tonight. I'm kind of
Come on, I bet
hungry.
you guys ain't got to really think about that. Is
They
it
don't
possible?
make mistakes.
Yes or no?
Look at her face. She's saying no already.
No.
Wow, okay.
I'm gonna say no.
What about for you?
I mean,
She's gonna say yeah, but she means no.
it's like a yes or no because I've had some very questionable men that I've been with.
You fuck a lot of ugly guys?
I wouldn't say fuck a lot of ugly guys.
Oh, not a lot.
But I have.
You fucked a few ugly guys.
I wouldn't say a few either. Maybe one.
Okay.
Shit, but it has
the
happened.
minority.
It's happened.
Sneaked his way in there.
Yeah. His personality and his height.
And his height.
Okay, so being that you guys understand that the way looks works, looks is like a primary thing to qualify. Why are most men single right now? The guys that try and you like, nah, like, where are they going wrong?
Because there's too many pretty girls out there, and they just want all of them.
Like we can be in
What?
the club.
Interesting.
Okay, so
I never heard that before.
and I can give you an example.
What?
Like we'll be out at a bar or whatever, and like let's say we see a cute guy. We sit back, we observe, we kind of watch. And if I see you talking to that girl, and then you come to me and try to talk to me,
Yeah.
So he need to talk to you first then.
huh?
He need to talk to you first then.
Yeah,
First or second,
first.
at least. At least if you're starting on the left, and then you're like,
Like,
oh,
why,
she's over
there's,
there on the
I
right.
feel like guys are so easy to just get at whoever is gonna give
Yeah.
them a chance.
But don't you think they have to lay their options out there because it's hard?
I explained that to you earlier.
Yeah.
You don't know
Well,
who
then
you're
you
gonna
should
get along with.
sit back
True,
and see
true.
what you're looking at then.
Like,
Just
you
like
may
you're
be
having
pretty,
us
but
do.
your
Yeah, because
personality
if
might
looks
actually have to
are
move.
like
Oh, yeah,
priority
it goes
or
both ways
the
with
first
those
thing
two.
that gets attention, why are you like I don't know. Not that I'm comparing
So
myself.
if a guy
to other
goes
women, but,
in and he talks to, like, let's say I talk to you and you shoot me down, I'm supposed to give up? I'm not supposed to talk to the rest of the females in here?
Yeah, you can't
No,
fault
but
him
my
for
thing
making a
is the
bad decision
urgency.
that
The
night.
urgency of to
She
talk
wasn't
to
feeling
all
me.
the
I
girls in the bar. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get that.
you know, just chill.
Yeah.
Chill, be you. Like,
Okay, so
you know what I
they're displaying thirst too much.
Yes. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay,
That goes back to.
and then what else?
why
What
I
else
like
With no
is
drink in
another
her
reason?
Not even offering a drink.
Yeah, see,
Damn.
see,
Supposed to offer a drink and not.
I mean,
see
if
this,
you want to pursue someone genuinely, you're gonna go up to, hey, how are you doing? You're not gonna come cheesy or some fucking pickup line. It's like,
No, your
don't do
pants
that.
look like a mirror. I can see myself in it. Like,
Okay,
oh,
so I got a
Whoa.
question.
So the guy
Whoa,
can't buy you a
what's the
drink
pursue
after the
you?
vibe's there?
After the vibe is there, yeah.
He has to buy it right when he comes up to you?
No. So what I'm saying is, you approach someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, you're gonna be like, hey, what's up? You know, talk a little bit. Can I buy you a drink? Okay, sure. You know, and then we'll keep talking, and then see how it goes. But you can't do that in a matter of like what, 15, 20 minutes. I've seen with just one girl, you're already hopping to like the second and third girl doing the same thing. It's like,
The girls didn't give that guy that time of day.
no,
Not
You
all
did.
guys have the same approach either, though.
true.
Because like me personally, I won't approach a girl unless I feel like she's somewhat interested in me. Like she
How do you
smiles
know
at
when
me.
someone is somewhat interested?
Describe
in
it
you?
for him.
Like
Yeah.
a smile or a long look, something. But I
Is
like,
he
I might
is
like
he
him.
is he misreading? Is
I
that
might-
is that
I
a
might
good sign
feel
or is that?
someone, But I won't approach him because I don't know if they feel the same, so I don't want to bother.
Right.
But what he just
She'll
what he just
smile
described
back
right
and
now,
show
like,
me like, oh, okay, she might be feeling. Then I will.
so is that, does he have a high chance of what he's reading, or is he
Yeah.
keep, or
Yeah,
could you
he
just
has
be like just a friendly
Yeah.
But
smiling
some
girl?
girls keep the bitch face and you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Botox.
But you're not rude. But you're not rude though. So you're gonna
No, I'm
continue.
not. But
So could he read you wrong?
I feel like sometimes you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's smiling, and I mean just because you're smiling, keep the conversation going.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes.
What more would he need to be like? What signal would you need to be beyond the smiling and stuff like that? Like he's already,
What would be the telltale?
yeah, like he's already thinking that he
Okay.
I was
has a
just gonna
chance.
say physical touch. Physical
Yeah.
touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the little oh my god or oh, you know
Okay.
like
I'm like, hey, nice to meet you.
Attention. You hear this?
yeah. I mean, there's steps to it. You know,
Dropping
It's-
gems on y'all motherfuckers.
There's it takes
Oh,
baby
another
steps.
one too. Like you see, like you're like you said, like you saw me, but me and her together. Like you come talk to both of us.
Yeah.
But you're with the eye contact here, and then like offer both of us a drink because you're.
So So if he talks to both of you guys, like how does he know who's interested? Do you
Well, it's
guys
gonna
give
be-
each other the pass? Like, no,
By
go
the
ahead.
conversation.
She said
Yeah,
the
by
eye
the
contact
conversation.
already
Yeah.
with them, but
But what if they're both feeling
Yeah.
it?
including the
Yeah, but what if you both
No.
feel it?
No, we have.
That's
No,
never
oh,
happened.
two different tastes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you only fuck with the ugly guys.
The one. Yeah. I had to give the one. I had to do one Shrek.
I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
you did something good for the world. With that
Yeah,
girl.
I did. No, he
You gave him something to talk
She
about.
did her good deed.
Never gonna forget
He
that.
went to all his friends. Hey, man, you
All right.
never
I'm not
guess.
even get into that.
So I know you ladies are in the nightlife and all and stuff like that. You guys come across a lot of guys, interaction and stuff like that. Is it easier to read a man in person, whether if it's in a club or I guess just out in public, or to just skim through his Instagram real quick and look at his lifestyle?
I feel like for me, I'm very good at reading people,
Reading
just in general, like in person and stuff. Like I'm very observant too, so I like pay attention to all my surroundings, who's where, what they're wearing. It doesn't matter. That's just me. That's always how I've been. So for me, I feel like I'm better off just paying attention to you and how you're moving and stuff. That's why I mentioned earlier, if I'm paying attention to a guy and if I think he's cute or whatever, I'm paying attention to how he's moving. If he's talking to 4 or 5 different girls, and then you know what I mean, like I'm good.
Do you ever
I already
give
make
that guy like a hint that you?
No, I don't. And that's another thing too. That's probably my
Damn, that sounds
downfall.
difficult.
Yeah, I can admit
I
that.
think we should bring winking back. You know, a little winking. We gotta bring something back.
Yeah,
'cause
something.
This because there's
The note.
there's a
Right, a note.
area
Pass the
where
note
we're
over.
missing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
There's somewhere where we're missing this
I
connection.
think
with
if
people.
Circle one.
if there is someone that I am, watching or whatever, have my eye on, and seems like okay, maybe I would give like a little hint.
How would you let him know?
Maybe like a look and a smirk or something. I don't know. I feel like it's super cheesy though, so I get weird and I get awkward. So I just try to like.
So is it easier for you just so the man pursues and does most of the work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess so.
See, that's where they just.
But I have to give a little bit. So I mean, like I said, I'll look. Like. Oh.
We got to come up with some type of universal sign.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to catch on to.
But another thing I'm curious of is that like you guys say that I don't know that you guys don't have a type, but you guys right away knew that you guys don't like the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
So can you describe what your type?
My type?
Describe the last guy you talked to.
He was a barber. I mean, he was. I think he said black and Filipino. Or
Short.
quarter Filipino.
Short,
No,
tall.
he was a little taller than me.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't short, but so like I don't really.
Is Nigeria? Shout out to my boy.
Filipino.
He's black and Filipino. That's why we're laughing.
He was tall.
What do you look like though?
He about my height, so if
So he
he's
had
short,
tattoos too. So I
Yeah,
like
he got
tattoos.
Our friends are Barbara also.
Yeah,
Our friends are Barbara also.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
everything's lining up. So yeah, what was his?
Lately, I think I've been attracting barbers for some reason. It's not can't do it. Can't do it
What?
no
That's a
more.
red flag profession or what?
And I
Right
think
now it
it's-
is.
Right now,
Right now?
It's like,
Damn.
This week it has been.
yeah,
This
it's
week,
crazy.
man.
There you go. If you want a chance, you'll say you're a dog groomer.
No.
My type
Yeah.
is tall, dark,
What's tall?
over 6 feet.
Oh.
So the last guy actually was the shortest guy I've dated. He was 5'11". I mean, he was that short, but he was short.
Qualified for
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, there's no hope.
Shit's hard out for the short people, man. Struggle.
He was pretty buff, yeah.
Oh, so you like guys in the gym? Not a preference?
It's not a preference.
Good. Around. Dad bods are okay with you guys?
Dad bots?
Can he be chunky?
Yeah, he can be chunky.
Chunky?
What's too chunky? What's too chunky?
If his height don't start with a 6 and his weight don't start with a 2.
Damn.
They already have models, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Kidding. The joke.
She's not lying.
But not really.
She ain't lying.
You have to say just kidding.
Just kidding. Oh, yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Stop the cap.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oh shit.
And let's see.
Even though she still didn't give a detailed description.
I
She just said a
did.
barber.
A barber.
Well, he was. I mean,
she
I
she
dated
went
tall.
height.
I
and
dated
then-
shorter. So
What's your
it's like-
preference though?
I mean, taller than me for
Just-
sure.
That's it. He can be like 2 inches taller than you. So
As long as he's taller than you, that's
In
it.
heels.
Taller than me in heels. So I'm 5'2" with heels. I'm what?
how many days a week do you
5'4",
wear heels?
5'5".
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah, I was putting on my heels because I don't drive with my heels, and I told her, I was like, should I put my heels on? She's like, nah. So that's why I don't have heels.
Yeah, I don't always wear heels. So I'm
always do.
low key a sneakerhead. So I'll wear
That's
heels when I'm
what's
going
up.
out. I like to
That's
dress up too.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, but I always say it's a plus a woman that can
Yeah.
actually wear like elegant
Do both.
stuff, but can
Heels
rock the
Yeah.
like, the
And
still
sneakers
look
heels
good in
and shit.
I
Yeah.
like heels
Cool.
and jeans. That's kind of.
Yeah. Yep.
Next would be, how can a man get sex with you without spending money? Is
Well,
that
you're
even
gonna
possible?
spend money anyway. Cause
I mean,
a
without
date, like,
You're still
without
spending
spending money.
You can go on a date without spending money.
You can. Picnic.
If it's not,
I
if,
can
it,
take
if
you
it's
to
not,
the
if it's not
beach,
possible,
fire,
you guys can just say
picnic,
it's
all
not
that stuff.
possible.
Basket.
A picnic?
Yeah, no.
That's free.
For me,
No, for the use, no. Can I?
I mean,
Sex without spending money.
So, like, he's taking me, like, on a picnic and, like, at the ocean.
He's still spending money though.
I think that's still spending money. You're spending gas. Too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say the
Yes,
travel is not
that's
nothing.
nothing because
Yeah.
you got to go
So, like,
to you. So
He's
that
not.
ain't
He's
shit.
not paying the admission for anything.
Yeah, we're not going. I'm not paying a bill. I'm not
Yeah.
doing this. I'm not doing that. It's just
I don't.
Would a guy have to spend, or is there other ways where
That's what I'm asking.
Picnics and-
For her, she's saying hell.
she
no.
say fuck no.
well,
She's-
she cooks at
No,
home and makes you dinner, and you guys?
I mean,
Like-
that's
I mean, the first date, I'm not gonna go to someone's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and
no.
cook dinner. If we're gonna go out somewhere and you cook dinner and you know meal prepped, and we're going somewhere to go eat, like at a city view and stuff like that. Like,
exemption.
So that's
He's a
okay.
chef.
I'm cool with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
He's a chef. You
Yeah.
gotta exempt
Still no
that.
for you.
No, that's good. I mean, it's the effort, So
Don't steal
yeah.
her answer now. Because she said it. Don't
No,
take
no,
personal.
because I
like,
think I
wait,
misunderstood
that does sound good, yeah.
your question.
You're like, oh, hey, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, best friend.
So it is possible then.
Yeah, it's possible.
If you're creative.
Yeah, you have to. But see, that's the thing is, you guys don't do that anymore. Guys,
Or is
don't-
it the guys that you fuck with don't do that no more?
Well, we know a lot of girlfriends, and it's like all the kind of the.
But do you guys all fuck with the same type of guys?
No.
I know a guy that does that. He's not.
Don't.
He's not tall.
It's a joke.
Set up lights and everything.
Yeah, you just have to be creative. I feel like
It's more
effort there is
yeah.
not. It's not there anymore. I
No one
think
makes an effort in anything anymore.
I-
Just like
they
buying
can't even plan a
coffee,
date.
plan
Like
a date or anything.
But would you say it's on both sides, or you guys just blaming it on the guys?
It's because the guys
the
ask,
guy
instead of saying,
initiates-
I'm gonna pick you up at this time. We're gonna go here. Be ready. They
Yeah.
say,
How
what do
often
you
when
wanna
the-
do, and instead of being
Yeah,
like, hey,
that's
So what
the
it-
be ready at
thing.
this
No, but
time,
what
we're
it-
gonna
no,
go to
but-
Magic Mountain.
But how he's describing it, how often is it that a man tries to be assertive and set something up and his plans suck to you?
I have yet to have a man plan something and it follow through without me being
Remind
like
him type shit.
me telling him, oh well, I want this, or like being questioned. If I tell you already, I don't eat this, I only eat this because I don't eat red meat. So we're limited. I
That's a
eat
red
fish.
flag right there.
I eat fish.
That's a
Okay.
red flag.
I eat fish. I eat chicken. That's about it.
Well, if
But
they cook the red meat till it's burnt and it's not red no more.
no. No, thank you. But I'm telling you, this is what I eat. This is what I don't eat. If you want to go to dinner and you want to, have a dinner date, you should know the options. Don't ask me, oh, well, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
If you want to go to dinner, oh, you know what I eat. Okay.
But how often is
there's
it
a
like he
sushi
takes you
spot.
somewhere and you don't, it's not?
It
like, I
hasn't
don't
happened
fuck with
because
this
I'm always still telling, okay, well, let's
It's
just
always
go
your
here.
idea.
Yeah, I'm always
So
having
I'll
to
answer
like.
that truthfully because it did happen with my ex. He planned something, but he made dinner reservations at 10. And so I'm like, okay, well, it's 7.
Fucking late, yeah.
I'm hungry now, so I'm getting a little
Impatient.
angry.
Yeah.
So he comes and he picks me up. He gets there at 8:00, and he's like, okay, well, we'll leave in like an hour. All right, well, I'm adding more eyeshadow to my eyes because now I'm like,
Yeah,
what are we
killing
gonna
time,
do? Killing
yeah.
time. He's just sitting there watching TV. So we go, and then I don't know, he got mad because they were taking too long. It was going to be an extra 30 minutes. He's like, I don't want to hear no more. Pick somewhere else.
Fuck, you already waited 3 hours and now it's half hour. Like, what the fuck?
Literally. So I'm sitting in the car, and I'm like, I already know. And I think I texted you, and I was like, I'm like going to heat. So then I find like a little restaurant, and then I ended up finding the rest of the date.
Okay.
And I'm real simple.
So that's really lacking nowadays with men.
Yeah.
These guys
Yeah, it's very
supposed to
rare.
succeed. So
Yeah.
It's just so sad that we keep on doing this and do still fail.
you can lead a horse to water, you can't force him.
I mean, I get it, but then you
I
still have,
drown you.
but I mean, you still have girls that don't fuck with barbers and like.
I mean, if he's a nice guy and let's say I get to know him, he's a little different than the last barber, then maybe. But right now, that's.
Can you say like it's always like now it's in like a sour taste of
Mm,
barbers?
like-
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like nurses.
No.
She already knew. She was like,
An Apple Watch.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So like with me, like with my exes, what he did every time like it comes up, and I'm just like, here we go.
Yeah. I don't think it left that much of a sour taste in my mouth, being that he was a barber. I think it's just him in general.
Yeah, because it
The
was the
person.
second time it didn't work. It wasn't
Yeah,
like- it didn't
yeah.
work the
And
first
it was like I let it happen.
Yeah.
So, I kind of kicked myself in the butt.
it feels
for
more like a
going
waste
back.
of a time because
Yeah.
you gave it to him and
Right.
nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you guys go like with that, like coming back around? Do you think you
Oh,
have to
second
prove
chances.
a little bit more of an
Oh.
effort of like what you did the first time? Like
He
are
should've.
You
Yeah,
should,
he
right?
should.
How it ended.
You should have that understanding.
Something
right?
should
The
be
first time,
changed
if it
that
did
wasn't
just like-
that was wrong with the first time you guys ended.
Right.
You should something
And
that
it
way
should be
it
different.
has a
Yeah.
potential to work.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He kept
If it's the
feeling
same
like
person
I had
that
to make an
left in
effort
the same
more.
relationship then went to the next, it's gonna the same thing's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because nobody changed.
It kept coming back on me like, oh, well, you don't do this. You
So
don't
was
do
he the
that.
same?
Huh?
Was he exactly the same?
He was
or-
actually worse.
Damn.
Yeah, worse. So that's why I'm kicking
Yeah,
myself
do
in
one
the
of those buttons for that
I
one.
know.
I hit one of them motherfuckers for
She belongs to the streets.
right there.
She's like, oh, you hit the wrong one.
The wrong button.
We stay on the sidewalk watching all this shit happen in the street.
So,
Yeah.
what is more important and more private to be kept for you, more personal? Your income, how much money you make, like to share that with another partner, or your body count?
I feel like body
She was
count,
like, wait a
I
minute,
feel
what?
like body count shouldn't even have to be known. Like, it
So which
doesn't-
one
I
should it
think-
matter?
I'm
How
gonna
much
take a
money you make and what you do on your own personal time, or
I
your
don't think
body
your body
count?
count should matter.
It shouldn't matter.
No, we're all grown. Come on now, we're grown ups. We
Glad you ladies said that.
don't like that's another don't ask what you don't want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I guess.
at the end of it, it doesn't. It
I mean,
But if
shouldn't
they do
matter.
ask her, you gonna be honest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like it. Like I said, I'm brutally honest sometimes. So
Why wouldn't they like it?
guys don't like anything more than 3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Three
an issue.
Three bother you?
Weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so what's
I
what's
feel
the?
guys who worry about body count aren't in the count, so that's why they worry about it.
I don't ask.
You're not in the
Yeah,
rotation.
I don't want to
I
know.
think it's just not important. Why? It's in the
Yeah,
past.
show me what she taught you.
Because at the end of the day, exactly. At the
Yeah,
end of the
like,
day,
you're with
it's
me
part
now.
Of the, it's part
Yeah.
of the learning
I'm-
process.
So if it's not mostly important to people, why are people so secretive about it, and why do they shame each other?
I think guys shame more the women.
Oh yeah, for sure.
than, like,
I think I hear women
women
call each
shaming
other
guys.
sluts and hoes like more than men do.
Yeah. Because
That's like the
most
first thing
guys
they
really
go
don't.
to.
That's because women control sex. That's why.
Yeah.
But I see that
Have to let-
they shame each other first before
yeah,
anything.
You have to let a guy.
What do you mean?
Most guys don't care about it until it comes
I
to
don't
marriage.
hear. Well, I mean, I don't. Like, if are you, her, and I, we don't slut shame.
Well, I mean, because you guys are best friends.
No, but even with other
Even with
girls.
Other girls.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a girl that we know who's been all over IE.
So you guys are.
We
So you
don't-
guys would advocate for women sleeping around.
I would. So sleeping around is
Yeah, that's
different.
Okay.
pushing
Hold
it.
on.
I'm
man.
like-
It's the delivery. My bad. My bad. My
That's how you
bad,
said
my
it, man.
bad. That's how I
Say it
said
right.
That's how I said
Jesus
it.
Christ,
So
man.
you guys don't have a
What the
problem
fuck?
with the woman being openly sexual.
So,
I mean, if you're single, you're gonna
at a
be
certain
openly
age, is it
sexual.
still
Like,
a slut. We're in high school.
Just don't
Like,
fuck
when
my
you're-
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like it has nothing to
When
do
you're
with.
an
No,
adult,
I'm
there's
saying,
no
but
such
she's
thing
saying
as a hoe.
she's saying if she should be
Just
single, but it doesn't
adult.
matter about being single. What if she's had 15 boyfriends? Obviously, she's gonna sleep with her boyfriends. Is that
That's 15
Cool.
guys.
Still.
that's cool?
Yeah. I mean, unless she's
I mean, they're her boyfriends, so
Yeah.
she's
I
18.
mean, that's gonna
at
happen,
15.
wouldn't you? If you were dating someone, like you would want to have sex. Like, it's natural.
I
If
think
you're,
people want to have sex whether they're dating or not.
huh?
Yeah.
So people want to have sex whether they're dating or not.
Because it's a primal
True.
instinct, so you can't really.
Yeah.
You shouldn't judge people for primal instincts. Just like getting hungry.
So wouldn't you say that it's like a double standard type of thing that like people say that they don't care about it, but then they still hide it?
People don't care.
I
until
feel
they
like
find out.
think
people
a lot
that hide it have to because there's
Judgment.
a
There's
lot of
judgment from
judgmental
women and men.
men and women. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why if
Yeah, I think
if they're
that's why they
hiding
keep
it, that's
it.
why.
Is it a bad thing though?
That they hide it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
think
No, you
your
got to
body
protect
count-
yourself. You got to protect your peace. At the
But
end of
what
the
do you-
day, no one's
think
going to
your body
protect you
count
but
stops you
yourself.
from
But if it
Yourself.
doesn't matter, then
Boyfriend or
what are you
dad or
protecting?
anything?
If it don't matter, what are we
Because of the,
protecting?
the judgment that you're gonna get.
Because
From the other guy or
I
the
don't
girl.
know what the next guy if that matters to him or not. You know what I mean? So I have to be careful and make sure I'm still securing me.
So would you say to most people in general it matters?
I think it does.
If they find
Yeah.
out, it matters.
Oh yeah.
I think you would say that it matters. That's why people don't care to know. Because they don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
I don't care how many.
I think it's like
I
80-20.
like this car. I don't care how many miles is on it. Like, it don't matter. I like this car.
Okay, so what if it has a lot of miles, but you like that car?
Then that's personally for me.
Yep.
I just need to know the background on it when I'm driving. How long is it gonna
Carfax.
last?
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
the body count, right?
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
want
need
another
to know
body count.
number.
If I'm gonna keep the car.
So you.
If I'm just driving and I'm switching in and out of it, nah.
Okay, so if you're keeping the
If
car,
I'm
you
leasing
wanna
it,
know?
it
You
don't
gotta know
matter.
the number.
But if I'm gonna take ownership of it, then
You
yeah,
gotta know how
I
many
need to know the
exact
history.
miles or just that.
I just need to
exact
know
mile?
around the range because I know how the condition of it is. Man, girl, get your mind out the gutter.
Jesus
Man.
Christ.
I don't like when guys come up like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I make this amount, I make this, I make this. I hate
When you're too
it.
flashy with your money,
Yeah.
you're
Another bad thing.
overcompensating. You're overcompensating.
Yeah. Like, what are you covering up?
Yeah.
How many miles you have?
Like the guy in Vegas, he was like, "Oh, I got the bag, but when it came down to it,
He didn't have the bag.
he didn't have it.
Man.
So
He
really,
didn't have the bag
like,
because the money went in.
he didn't
Yeah,
literally
there was a
have a
hole in the
card.
bag.
He didn't have
Whoa.
He
nothing.
didn't have the 4.0. He had the 2.0.
Not even a 2.0.
Oh shit!
He never
Yeah.
went to school.
Damn.
That's why broke dick out here winning.
That's real. That's funny that you said that shit. Funny you said that shit. Just falling into place. So before I hand it up to you guys, we'll let you guys ask some questions. Last question is going to be, what is harder to earn nowadays for people? I mean, well, for genders in general.
Respect.
Is it harder to earn commitment or harder to gain sex?
Commitment.
That's sad.
Commitment
It
is
That
harder.
is sad.
It's very sad.
That is sad.
Yeah.
It's not
That is
sad
a sad
because
answer.
people are fulfilling their own needs and they're moving on with their life instead of dealing with someone who's.
They're
But
not
that's
fight-
but
they're not
but the
fighting for
commitment
what
is a
what they
solid
want.
connection. Like how I got your back, you got mine. Like
That's how it
sad.
should be. That's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
But like,
That's
if
sad.
it's been like 5-6 months, you're like, fuck your back, like lay on it. I don't want. You don't need to have mine. Like you don't care at some point.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel
Some
like
people-
everyone now, it's like that whole saying like, oh,
Like,
this
more of
person's
like-
only for a season.
Mhm.
I feel like people heard that and kind of ran with it. You know, and it's
hear
like,
that shit?
and it's like,
we
and
just
it's
heard that
like,
shit.
and it's like, okay, you know, they weren't meant to be in my life forever. Why not?
Everyone's different.
Why not?
'Cause
Why
I
can't
feel-
I be with my significant other forever? If I love him, you know. Granted, things do happen in relationships, and it's not easy. You know, she talked about being married. Marriage is not easy. It's work, and people don't want to work anymore.
I think a lot of times we generalize a lot of things with females and males when in every situation there's exceptions of like either you're raised different or like we all get put in this box where that everyone's not in sometimes. So
Yeah,
it's
we were
like,
talking about that too, being raised different. Like you see, you know, like we grew up with like the whole Disney princesses and you find your Prince Charming kind of thing. Like, no, there's no Prince Charmings out here. There's just a bunch of frogs out here that just are,
yeah,
you know.
but
See, we grew up in the
men are taught how
'90s
to treat
R&B
girls like
era. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
We
Girls
had
don't
guys
deserve
flying
that
outside.
treatment nowadays.
No.
But the bad thing is like women grow up, their dads treat them like princes, or we're grow up to treat girls a certain way, but women aren't treated how to treat men.
Yeah, they don't treat the men
They
the same
they're
nowadays.
not raised to treat men a certain way, but we're always raised to treat women like princesses.
Yep.
So as we get older, it's a conflict because you're so used to being spoiled or being a princess, but when a guy who needs that respect, no one ever taught you how to treat a man because there's that stigma for us.
Basically, he's saying the girls don't deserve a ruby glass slipper; they wear Crocs. That's what he's saying.
Sport mode.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think yes, because a lot of women are being raised by single females where the dad's not in there, so they don't even
That's
know
been
what it's
happening,
like.
though.
Not mine.
But you don't think
Yeah.
that
That's been happening,
that the
though.
moms should still be able
But
to
it's-
teach the daughter how to keep a man and
It depends on the.
See, now you got moms nowadays that are on OnlyFans and have kids. What about them? Are they teaching their daughters right?
But they're not teaching them what they do to make money though.
Yeah.
They gonna find out.
Providing.
You gonna be at school. You gonna be at school like, hey
Yeah,
man,
I feel like
hey, is your mom posting tonight, man?
I feel like it's harder for single moms, especially like you said, women
Yeah.
on OnlyFans if they have kids. They're just doing what they can do to provide
survive.
and survive out here. It's
Imagine
hard.
a single dad
It's not
who
easy.
has to pay child support, trying to still pay for his kids. It's harder for him. Like women think they have, but you guys get aid and benefit.
But I feel like men get paid more. They have a lot of resources in
because
when
they
it comes
choose
to
to do
income.
the
Not
harder
in the
jobs.
courthouse.
Yeah.
The courthouses don't give us no resources. They always go with the woman's side.
Not always.
Most of the
Majority.
time, unless the
Majority
woman's-
maybe, yeah, but there's some
So, and
that's
there's-
not always the case.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're just
Dad
like a
that's
piece of
always
shit
in their kid's
woman,
life, never left,
it's gonna go
Yeah.
in your
paid
favor.
for all of them, still pay for more stuff, even though they pay child support, and they see their kids all the time, but they don't have that much money because they're getting their check taken.
Like, you
and
see-
they're a good dad, but like no one looks at these guys. And
You
like,
see it with the
"Man,
like with the movie
Bro,
stars,
like, he's
famous
broke,
people.
but you
When
know,
they give child
Yeah.
support, they have to
all
give
the
30, 40,000 a month. The kid don't really need 30, 40,000 a month. So why are they giving that much? Why is the court making them get that much? So you can live that lifestyle.
So
Yeah, no, I hear
it
what you're
goes a lot
saying.
of ways.
No, I hear it.
Yeah.
I see it a lot, but I can't relate because I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So it's
so you're-
hard when
No child support for your ex?
I have 3 boys and I get $300 a month. So
I got 3 girls and I pay all 3, and I see them all the time.
Yeah, and he sees them all the time. I think it's like maybe 70-30, maybe. Yeah, it's like 70, and he lives down the street. We have a great relationship.
So co-parenting is good?
Yeah, co-parent is amazing.
That's good, though.
How long, real quick, how long did it take to develop that?
I think until maybe 2-3 years in our divorce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't have that.
Yeah.
They don't have that
No,
shit.
Yeah, because
Do
that's
you-
what I
do you
told
have kids or
him.
no?
I do.
Okay.
I have 2 kids. And
Good co-parenting or no?
We're cordial. We just only talk when it's about the kids.
About
I mean,
kids.
my kids are
Strictly
a
about the
little
kid.
older too, but
Okay. So they have cell phones, they contact
yeah.
dad, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, and he sees them. I think ours is like 80. What is it?
80-20?
I think it's like
Was that every other weekend?
no, it's like 60-40 actually.
Oh,
yeah.
64? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 60-40. But yeah, I don't get a lot. I mean, my daughter's 19 and I have a 14-year-old, so I only get like $250 for my son.
I get it.
And
Oh.
these our baby.
And I
daddies
think
make
it's
money.
more like, initially our arrangement was different, and when COVID hit, things changed and it kind of like went down a lot more drastically. So I was just kind of like, you know what, I'll eat it. Less
But you
ties.
left it though. You didn't try to say, I'm going to take you back and try to get rid of
No,
her.
because I don't like. I was done fighting at that point.
That's rare, though.
I was
Yeah,
done
that's rare.
fighting. I was like, you know what? The less ties I have with you, the better. And that's how. I mean,
Most chicks will push the issue until
yeah,
no
and
matter
I could.
what happens.
I've been
like,
told. I've been told you should, and with this economy, and I mean, I have a good job, but it still is not enough. I still have to work a second job, a third job, try to do side hustles, like, and that's why I say it's not as easy for single moms. Like, we have to work just as hard,
For sure.
if not harder.
I think both parents.
But I wouldn't. I personally no. I wouldn't do it. OnlyFans. I think about it.
Yeah.
Almost
I've
there.
never been.
We all do.
Almost.
Say if you
Man,
do it, just do
they
your-
be making bank.
Just do your
Yeah.
feet. You ain't got to
I
show
got a
no
big
face,
ass
no
scar
nothing.
on my
There's-
foot.
Just do your feet.
I like that.
She like, damn, I can't get away
I
with
can't.
that.
I can just do one. A lefty.
They got Photoshop.
Just put a mirror right there. That way it looks like both of them.
Don't worry about it. It'll be all right.
So do you ladies have any questions for us?
You have any questions like why do guys do this? Or
Something that you want to
do
ask a
that,
guy and he be
that,
honest. Like,
And you get an honest.
Let me
opinion.
pull out my notepad.
oh man. No, real shit. We did that before. We turned it over to some girls before. They had us here for like another 45 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, look, like,
Usually, like,
it was like, no
usually
way.
be like 1 or 2 questions or something like that.
and
they
no-
just going
Yeah,
back and
and
forth.
note
We're
on
like,
top of that,
Yeah.
like we could tell the question she was asking was about the guy. Like,
Yeah.
that she just that we're just like, and we kept on telling like, he ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, he dogged you
Let it
out.
go.
It's cool. Like,
it's over.
I think my main question was the whole like coming back because it was so back and forth with my ex, where it's like he would come back and then it's like he'd want this from me, but I told him straight out, I was like, you're getting a different version of me now because you run every time like there's a problem. So I think that was my biggest question of like how.
No, real quick, that you said that is, will a man always get a different version of the woman if he say we're 3 years in, I let you go for a year and I come back?
Yeah, because in that
So is
process,
it-
she did some healing. She did some reevaluating. She did.
She did some healing or she was in the streets?
No, she did
No,
healing.
she did some reevaluating for sure.
She ran.
Stop the cap.
Went,
No,
she went to go see
honestly,
who was out
I
there
mean,
like,
She got a therapist.
I don't like this shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the therapist was the
Found
dude that you
Jesus.
told her boyfriend not to worry about.
oh my god.
Come on, man. Let's get it together.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's lessons to be learned in each situation or
Yeah.
relationship that you go through.
That's if the
So-
person wants to change, though. If the person feels like they're right all the time,
Yeah, they
that's
have.
where
They
you're
have
gonna
to
get
want
the
to.
stuff.
They have to want to change and do better. But that's up to the person. So
Do you guys bring in past relationships into your new relationships?
No.
No, there's not like a trigger. Like, oh, my ex used to do this. I can't stand this bitch now.
Now I think.
I mean, there's stuff I don't put up with that I would used to put up with type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I guess you could say
But
that.
that's a different version of you.
Yeah.
So you're always a
But
different
it's-
version
yeah.
for everybody.
But it's lesson learned. 'Cause, like, I mean, like
Yeah.
some, like we hear a lot of girls come here all the time. They like repeat the same shit with a different dude, but it's the same story though.
It's- yeah,
It's because like they know what's bad, and it's like I don't know, maybe like you said, like a bad trait, like you said, like you try to have it, but I mean, the
I
whole
think
trying to
And
change
some people
them
are conditioned, like they
Yeah.
see their parents act a certain way, and they see
Yeah.
and things that they
their
tolerate.
mom and they try to-
Generation trauma.
Generational
Yeah.
And sometimes people repeat it.
Yeah, you got to break those
Gotta break
cycles.
that cycle,
Yeah,
break the
for
chain.
sure.
And that's a reason why, big reason why I got divorced is because I just saw the same things happening. It was just like, ooh, no, I don't want my boys to think like it's okay for this to be okay, and treat your girl the way that
Yeah.
he's treating me. Not that he was like it was just he.
Do you
didn't
have a
grow up.
son also, or just girls?
I'm trying to think. So, how do you guys feel with
Oh, no, wait, no, he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
No,
I was like, wait a minute.
Do you
I
have,
thought he asked me.
no,
already.
no, no. Do you have a son or just
I have a
girls?
son and a daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick, do you, ladies, would you recommend for your son? Is it okay that if he dated a woman that had 2-3 kids, not just one, but she had two babies' dads and 2-3 kids, or would you tell your son like try to find a girl that doesn't have kids?
My son's 14, so I'm like, I have some years to think about.
I mean, he's 20, and you find out like, hey, mom, look, here's here right here. She's 25. She has 2 kids, 2 babies' dads. Like,
Women want
If
to
he's
say
20 and she has 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies,
yeah.
I would,
curb that.
I would question it, and I would kind of
I
like,
could say I would have him question it because when I got out of my divorce, I had 3 kids, same dad, but I was dating someone that didn't have any kids. So I had told one of our other good friends, I was like, I don't want any more kids. He doesn't have kids. So it would be like more of that in that sense, like, my son doesn't have any kids. He's young. Like, you already have 2, like, you're going to have a third one. Like, there's a lot that goes more into it of just being like, no, curve it kind of thing. Because it's at the point where now you're raising 2.
Because she
Other
might not want to
kids.
have kids, and he might want to.
Would
Well,
that have something to do with
Yeah.
her choices or decision making when it comes to picking partners that she has 2 different
Yeah.
baby daddies?
maybe.
At such a
'Cause at
young
first
age?
I'll
At
mean-
such a young age, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
would you
Everyone
like tell
has-
him like, yeah, maybe?
Yeah. No, I would sit her down and be like, all right, tell me what happened with baby daddy number 1.
Because it could be the guy's fault.
happened?
She
It
might
could
be
be.
innocent. And
Yeah.
this guy might
yeah,
be
you
innocent.
never know.
Yeah, you
So
never know.
that's why you have to question things, and to have that sit down, even with your son or our sons, and kind of get the story and give our feedback. And
So is it a red flag to have 2 different baby dads?
I don't think so. I mean, everyone's situation is different. You don't know what the story was behind it.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, I have a cousin that has like 4 or 5 kids with the same baby dad. I'm like, but that's a lot of kids, and you're young. Like, it just doesn't matter. Everyone's story is different.
For me, I didn't want it. I wanted my kids to have the same dad.
Yeah.
And that's why I tried so hard and stuck around for so long and try to, do that family because I come from a divorced family. I didn't want my kids to have that. And that's a conversation that I had with him. Like, when we finally got to the point where we can, like, be in the same room together, I was like, we weren't able to give our kids a family. Like, let's be cool
Yeah.
and, like,
That's
have
cool.
a friendship because that's what they're going to see.
That's cool.
It's so crazy that like we look at the women that has multiple baby daddies, but we never question the guy that has multiple baby mamas.
I got multiple baby mamas. But
You know what I mean?
my
It's like,
kids are far apart. Like, all 3 of my kids were planned. So, like, they're 8 years apart from each other.
so if you were to get in a relationship with someone, and how do you keep like the co-parenting separate or from
Yeah,
your
they-
new relationship?
What do you mean
Probably in
as
the Canada.
for, like, them co-parenting? my
Like if
kids,
your
or, like,
your new person, your partner, your girlfriend, whatever, comes in, and then is there like issues? Like, are you cool? Like, do you mingle them together? Like,
Introduce them, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at a certain
First of
point,
all,
it's
since I
not
have
like
all
no first
girls,
date.
like, if I was to choose a partner, it have to be someone my daughters can like look up to, emulate, be like, because like this is who you're gonna be around. So it has to be someone I'm comfortable enough that like you want to be like you
Right.
see her every day, and she like you want to emulate.
I want to be like Mike.
So,
Right.
and so, like, I was raised with my brother and sister who weren't my dads, but we weren't allowed to say step. And my dad always told me, like, don't ever get in a relationship with kids unless you're gonna treat them like they're yours. So if I have someone, they better treat my kids like they're theirs.
Right.
And don't separate it like, oh, those are your kids. Like that, I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
I was 19 and I became a stepmom. So my ex-husband had a 3-year-old when we got together, and he's 24 now, and we still are friends on social media. He'll tell me happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, and we still have a really
still
great
talk to my
relationship.
mom. And my dad and I broke up in 9th grade. That's my mom to me. So it's
I was
like,
a 17-year-old stepdad.
you know,
I think it takes more to be like a parent than just being there. You have to really
yeah.
teach your child. It's more than just being there. You have to be involved. You have
Yeah.
to be, like for me with my kids, like I'm in their space. I make sure I know what they're doing, who they're talking to, what's going on. I'm not just like an idle parent, because nowadays you have to be more like involved.
Yeah.
How long do you wait or to introduce the guy to your kids?
With my ex, it was maybe like 2 months. I think it was.
I don't think I've introduced anyone
never met
to my
anybody?
kids.
Yeah.
My oldest
I think
only-
that's the best way to go.
Yeah, my oldest only met their little sisters.
So I
Yeah.
Never no one else.
so I
Until
thought of
you
that
know
too.
that it's gonna be something.
So I thought
But your
I
children
thought of
take a
that
lot
too.
of your time to where he had to be introduced to them. I can
Right.
understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because-
to piggyback on that of like not introducing, so I thought that a lot. So with the first guy that I dated, he never met my kids, and we dated for a while, and then it wasn't until like my second boyfriend after my marriage is when I finally had to introduce them, because I was talking to an older lady, and she was like, okay, well, how about you wait 8 months, and you're invested. You're like, that's my man. I love him. I see a future.
And then your kids don't like him, huh?
Then what do you do?
I can see
Then
that.
it's kind of like, oh, fuck. Like, okay,
I'm
well,
gonna choose my kids.
yeah, my kids are going to
Yeah.
come
My oldest
first.
daughter knows. She's 14. She knows, like, if she doesn't like him, I'm gonna be like, ah.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I told her, don't be a little asshole. If you
Yeah.
don't be mean on
I would try
purpose,
for a
but,
couple,
like,
a couple of times, but if it was just they're not clicking,
they
like,
might see something I don't because I'm
Yeah.
in love. So
Yeah, I think for me it's harder because I grew up with a single mom, and I seen her in different relationships and the different types of relationships she was in, and I kind of took that as like, I don't ever want to do that to my kid, just because I seen some crazy stuff happen, and God forbid that ever happened to me with my children. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, my daughter's older, so she knows, like, I'll go on dates or whatever, but they've never met anyone.
yeah,
Okay.
I get that.
Not yet.
I'm the same way.
You guys have any more questions?
I forgot.
I got a question. Does your best friend have an effect on who you date? Like if they don't like him?
we literally just talked about that right now. So
We
don't
did.
like
We
my ex.
literally did. We literally just talked about this. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big. Yeah, it is, because
This is our daily life. We talk every day. Every day. We see each other probably 4 times a week, maybe 5. You know what I mean? So we're always together. So yeah, it's gonna have an impact who we bring around.
and they're gonna see the outside looking in.
Right.
They're looking through the window of how the relationship is. She's gonna hear everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but then when she sees it, she's she pulls me aside. She'll be like, Vanessa, remember what you told me? I seen it. And I mean, we just want the best for each other. We want
Yeah.
each other to be happy. I want her
Genuinely
to find her
happy.
forever, and
Yeah.
she wants me to do the same. And so I think we do have like a big impact of like who we date. And that's why I had brought up, like, if you were coming up and talking to me, like, you introduced, like, talking to us, like, buy us both a drink, because like, if you're dating me, low key, you're kind of dating your best friend.
It's a whole package.
Dating
Yeah.
101,
Yeah.
You have to get the friend drink. That's
Dating
Yeah.
101, yeah. But a lot of
I agree.
but a lot of
Friends
guys
gonna be
don't
like,
get
hey,
that.
He's a nice guy. She's
Yeah.
the one that's
I
gonna
get
be your hype man.
Yeah,
While
I
you
get
like,
Yeah.
You get the
can't-
one,
yeah,
the one you're interested in. You get her the
can't
liquor,
drop
and the other one gets the water.
You don't ask, oh, where's my drink at? After she done bought both of our drinks. Like, you don't do that.
Okay.
Whack.
like I'm buying the drinks all the time.
So, lastly, what do you ladies think of the show?
It was
It
cool.
was cool.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Had fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I like the shorts on Instagram more in depth.
More in depth. You know what I'm saying? We dive deep in this.
Don't
shit.
worry, you'll become a short in the real also. It's all good. Everyone always does.
It's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube. I promise. I
Subscribe.
promise.
There we go.
All right, lastly, can you tell the guys where to find you?
Or promote your business.
Yeah, or your business, whatever.
I'm Instagram _fancymoves04_.
I'm Nessa.Marie21 on Instagram.
Okay.
Cool.
And lastly, thank you, ladies, for doing the show. You guys ever want to come back, hit us up
Of
anytime. No
course.
problem.
Yes.
Anytime.
Had fun.
All right.
Subscribe, guys.
Till then, BBC, we out.
Yeah.